welcome to a burn workout. I'm Coach Amy White, and I'm gonna get you started today by laying on your back. So come all the way down on your back for me. Bend your knees. Let your palms come up towards the ceiling. Let your knees fall together. And just take 3 deep breaths with the purpose of coming into your body, letting go of as much tension as possible. Feel all of that melt into the mat. We want to start from this downshifted place before we build our own tension. Good. Very last one. Good. Now we're going to start to really use our breath in a powerful way. So even your knees out, get into a really nice alignment. Take a big deep breath all the way down. And as you exhale, build that shield from the bottom, the pelvic floor. Knit your hips together. Pull your belly button deep. Hug the obliques in. Pull the ribs down. Inhale again. Fill all the way up. Once more from the bottom, all the way to the top of the ribs, and then keep exhaling deeper, deeper, deeper. And on that third one, I want you to lock into it. Stay tight through the core, and now breathe underneath it. Inhale underneath that and feel that tension. Powerfully press that out of your mouth. 2 more. Under the shield, not letting it out. Very last one. Good. On that next one, let's lift right leg up to tabletop and then left. Let's flip our palms down towards the floor, glue our inner thighs together. And on that next exhale, let's scoop our tailbone under just a bit. You'll feel your low back imprint. Your knees will lift up 1 little inch. Your low belly is really holding you here. Inhale, bring it back down. We're gonna warm up our low belly this way. We have 10 of these, and I want you to be really careful that you stay under the tension in your neck. You don't let your shoulders round up. It's barely a movement, super small, but you can feel it really deep. And in this burn workout, we're going to get so deep into poses that you feel that mind start to chatter at you. And we are going to identify that voice and get really good at listening to the body, but also letting some of that mindset go when our body's telling us we can't do something. Good. Go ahead and place those feet down, hip width apart. Let's go right into a big inhale. Exhale, scooping the tailbone under, pelvic tuck. Inhale, let the tailbone come back down. Let's do 2 more just to prepare. Exhale, tuck. Drag that breath out. 1 more. Now let's stay there, but continue going up, bone by bone, articulating our spine. Getting to the top of our shoulder blades, taking a big deep breath in, slowly peeling back down, warming up the spine. 1 more of those, going slow and controlled. Good, let's travel up on this next one and let's stay there. So let's peel up and hold. We're gonna lock in as always by pulling ourselves closer to our heels, tucking our tailbone under more, pulling the abs tight, pressing the arms into the mat and feeling all of that fire up while you continue to breathe. Good, 2 more breaths. Now I want you just to start shifting weight into your right heel. Don't let your hips move at all. It's just a feeling in that right glute. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, shift to the left heel, left glute kicks on, hips don't move. Keep going back and forth on the exhale. And it's a good idea to keep the fingertips at the hips just so you can really be aware of the shifting. Good. 1 more each side. Feel that glute, pull the abs in, and then come back through the center. Let's break at the hips with a long spine, come down, touch the mat, press right back up, and then lift up on our toes. Come back down with the heels, down with the glutes, back up, scoop into that spot, and then lift up on your toes. Good, inhale down. Exhale up, toes, good. Good, one more. Really long, deep exhales. Let's get up to the toes and let's hold. Can you lower those hips down a little bit more? Scoop a bit more. Really connect to those hamstrings and glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2. You can do it. Last one. Drop those heels. Peel down bone by bone. Whew, that is fiery right away. Exhale, pull those legs up to tabletop. Reach the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Pack the shoulder blades deep down the back. Give yourself a deep double chin. And on the exhale, slowly lift the head, chin to chest. Shoulder blades leave the mat. We reach, we empty our lungs, squeeze our inner thighs together. Inhale, take it back down with control. Again, deep double chin, head lift. Reach, inner thighs, empty lungs. Good, now on this third one, let's roll up and hold. Let's start playing with shooting our legs somewhere a bit more challenging. Let's start small by just drifting our tabletop away from us as our low belly deepens. My inner thighs are still glued together. And listen to your body. See where you can go. What's a good challenge for you? Wherever you find that's a good challenge, now I want you to stay there. Really squeeze out your quads, your inner thighs, and then can you reach a little further with the arms? Calm back down. These mini little reaches, pulsing the breath. Good, 3 to go, 7, 8. Finish this last one. Peel it all the way back down. Hug those knees in, rock side to side. Nice job. You should feel the heat in the belly, the heat in those glutes. Let's go ahead and put those feet back down to the floor. Good. Get yourself aligned, take a breath, build your shield, and then lift that left leg up to tabletop. We're gonna press all the way up to our first single leg hip bridge here. Pause at the top so we can organize. Make sure your hip bones are even. Lower your butt just a little and then scoop it more and you'll feel way more right glute. Can you connect with your left oblique? Good. From here, this feeling, memorize it because we're going to slowly come out of it with a long spine. Barely tap the mat. Slowly press back up. Find that same shaky, fiery spot. Dig into it. We have 5. We move so slow like this because we want this response from our body. We want that deep burn. Your body was meant to be challenged in this way. It's uncomfortable for sure. Let's go up and hold. Can you lift up on that tippy toe? And I just hold it and then reach that left leg long. Keep the hips so stable. Hold. Let's lower that left leg just a bit. Exhale, drive it back up to match the knee. We have 5, and this is so killer. Pay attention to the voices in the head. You can. 2 to go. My triceps are screaming from my arms pressing into the mat. Good. Bring the knee in, heel down, peel it all back in. Now let's keep this left leg right where it is. Reach your arms up above those ears. Take a big breath. Exhale, roll up into flexion and pause. Maybe that right leg leaves the floor and reaches out, or maybe it stays down today. It's up to you. On the exhale, I want you to connect your right elbow to your left knee. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale to left. If you can actually make the connection with the knee and elbow, squeeze them together, drive them in. Big energy through that right leg. 4 to go. Never pulling the neck, just supporting it. 2. Good, last one. And bring it all down to the floor. Nice job. Arms reach down by the side. Bring that right knee up to tabletop. Get yourself in alignment. Take a shield breath and then begin to lift off the floor. Get up there. Wherever we go at first, we always need to clean up, so lower down a little bit. Scoop more. Connect to that left glute, right oblique. Press your arms down. Get real fiery with it so your body knows exactly where to go. And then let's, slow as can be, break at the hips. Lightly tap. Press right back in. Dig into that spot. Exhale till there's nothing left. Your body's going to try and rush through this because it's uncomfortable. But we know we can do hard things. That feeling's making you stronger and creating space for that next version. 4. Good. Final one, all the way up and hold. Lift up on the tippy toe. Slowly reach that leg out. We're going to lower just a little. Exhale, drive it back up. 5, 4, 3. Get those abs to pull that leg up. 4. Final one. 5. Bring it all the way back in with control. Keep that right leg in tabletop. Reach those arms up to the ears. Exhale, roll up into flexion and pause. Reach that left leg long. And we're going to go right for that rotation. Good. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow, right knee, connect, drive them together. Big, big energy through that left leg. 4 to go. 2. Final one. And relax down to the floor. Nice job. I'm going to kick my legs up for a stretch. Ooh. That was killer. All right, now lengthen those legs all the way out long. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. Get as long as you can. Now, it's okay to have a natural arch of your low back, but we do need to keep it in check. So when you build your shield, connect to your deep foundation. You can see how all of that kind of pulled into the spine, and I still have an arch off the mat, but I'm connected to my middle. On the next exhale, I'm gonna rise up with my chin, my arms, my right leg, and I'm gonna reach fingertips towards the shin, and then inhale, take it all the way back down. Inhale big. First, build your foundation, then begin to peel up. Reaching, big energy through that leg, the arms. Inhale it back down. Let's go for 6 more. Good, we have 4 to go. Notice how flared your ribs are at first, but then you exhale, connect, and then lift. The leg that stays down, big energy, rooting that leg down to the floor. 2 to go. Totally normal to have shakes in that upper leg. And final one here. Good. If you'd like to try both arms, both legs, give it a go. If not, don't worry about it. If that felt good for you, Let's try one more. Big deep breath in, build it, lift. Oh, that's so challenging. I want to try one more. Last one. Try it with me. Connect, lift. And, oh, relax. I couldn't even talk through that one. That was awesome. That felt so good. But you have to make sure you're protecting your back on that one. Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys roll over to your belly now. Come all the way down. And I'm gonna have you take your arms out into a field goal position. Lay your forehead straight down on the mat. On your exhale, I want you to reach your legs really far away from you out of the hip sockets. Pull your belly up and in, and then float those arms off the floor. You're looking at the floor, but your face is pulled away from it. And I want you to slowly open the legs just to the edges of your mat. Pull your elbows down your back and get really connected to pulling your belly up and in. Inhale, close your legs, reach the arms to the top of the mat. Exhale, open and pull back. We're gonna go for 8. Slow, controlled, really hitting the edges of comfort. Pubic bone is deep into the mat. My belly leads the way first, then the rest of the body moves. Let's go for 3 more. Try not to look up with your chin and crank the back of your neck. Keep your face down. Last 2. Very last one. And relax your arms to the floor, forehead to the hands. Kind of shake that out. And then what I want you to do next is really connect, tuck under, connect your pubic bone to that mat. Reach your left leg really long and then bend your knee and flex your foot so your heel is high. What I want you to do next is exhale, drive your belly up and in. Barely lift your thigh from the floor and try to stamp your heel to the ceiling. But can you make this so small I can barely see it? Inhale, take it back down. Exhale, belly first. Lift that leg, stamp your heel. What you should be feeling most is not your back crank on, but your left glute and your left hamstring. No tension in the neck. The hip bones stay even on the floor. 3. This is a real practice of control here because the mind wants that leg to get up super duper high. So it kind of uses power and just jams up through the back. Good, now hold this last one and we're gonna take the knee out a little wider and bring the knee in out wide, and it's this mini little movement that you should feel the fatigue from those glute bridges we did earlier. 4 to go. 3. Belly's up and in. 2. And last one. Good, take it down, lengthen that leg out. Reach your right leg super duper long. Bend the knee. Flex the foot, tuck the tail, connect to that floor, belly up and in, and then stamp that heel up. Inhale down. Exhale. Making sure both hip bones are connected to the floor. I can feel my left one not wanting to stay down. I'm probably making this too big in my right, so I'm going to make it smaller. You're looking for a smaller movement, which gives you that bigger burn. Which is so correlated to life. We always try to make everything bigger when really we just need to scale back a little bit. Find the real burn. Good, let's go. Last one, up and hold. And then mini drag out to the right and back in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax it all down. Good. Shake out those glutes. Take a big breath in. Let's put our hands right underneath our shoulders, tuck our toes under, and sink back to a child's pose or a puppy pose, and just shift those hips side to side, stretching out that glute a little bit. Good. From here, what I want you to do is walk yourself forward, and our hands are going to plant down, our toes are going to tuck under. We're going to step ourselves up to our first high plank of this workout. Now, from here, I want you to really get solid with your shoulder blades down your back. Press the mat far away from you. Your face is pulled away from it. Scoop the tailbone under, squeeze your glutes, your inner thighs, your quads. And then just wring yourself out like a washcloth with that exhale. Every fingertip driving down into the mat. Now lean weight into your left foot. The quad will fire up a little bit more. I want you to point your right toe and just let it leave the floor. That's it. We're not lifting the leg. We're still squeezing the inner thighs together. Good. Let's put the foot back down. Shift weight to the right. Let the quad fire up first. Then just point the left toe. Let it leave the floor. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Good. Left foot goes down. Now let's pause with both feet. Let's slide ourselves back by flexing our feet. And then exhale, rock forward. Body saw. One more. So option to stay there. But now we're going to lean weight back into that left foot. Point the right toe and do that same thing with that single leg. The trick is to keep that right inner thigh glued into the left. Last one. Good. Put that foot down. Shift to the right. Point the left toe. Sink back through the ankle. Exhale, shoot yourself forward. 2. Last one. Drop the foot. Come down to the knee. Sink back to a pose that's going to feel restorative for a second. Whew, nice job. All right, the final bit we're going to do is get into our sides here. So come onto your side. Come to your elbow for me. And let's stack our knees in front of us. Make sure our feet are together. And you have the option to keep the hand down or to lift the arm up straight up to the ceiling. What I want you to do first is, right now I'm in my low back. I need to scoop under. I need to come up out of the shoulder and really connect to my middle here. Okay, from there, I'm gonna lift my top knee up and find this clamshell position. From here, I'm gonna lift my hips up off the floor, take them back down. We have 8 of these. Try to keep the head in alignment. These hips are ready for this. You've been prepping for it the whole way. Good, last 2. Final 1. Good, come down. Go ahead and roll right over to the other side. Bring your knees up. Shoulder blade deep down the back, arm wherever you're comfortable. When you're ready, exhale, lift that top knee, and then really scoop, get connected. And then when you're ready, lift off. Inhale, back down. Exhale. Combination of obliques and hips. Three to go. 2. Good, very last one. Beautiful, take it all the way down, flip yourself back over. We're gonna start our wind down here. Bring your right knee forward. to get into pigeon. Wiggle that back leg back, and then just really slowly come up tall onto your fingertips if this is okay for you, and go into a little bit of extension where your heart is shining through, and then slowly lengthen the spine, roll down bone by bone, and feel free to rest on the arms, the forearms. Get comfortable. Really let your head come down to your hands and just let the weight of your head go. Lean into the left side of your body so that that back of that right hip can really get space. Start to slow the breath down. Let's slowly push ourselves back up. Come back in one more time to that extension type of feeling. And then if you can walk your hands a little bit over to the right corner of your mat and rotate the upper body. If it might feel good to lower a little bit, do so. All of these stretches are just suggestions. You feel free to move whatever way feels right for you. Good, let's step back and switch our legs. Left knee pulls all the way up and in. Let's get our back leg, the right leg, really long and away from us, and then lift up into a bit of extension. Pull your heart through. Slowly roll yourself down. Coming down into an easeful position that feels really good for you. Take a big deep breath. Let the tension melt. Lean weight into the right hip. One last deep breath here before we come back up into that extension. Get that feeling once more through that front hip, the right hip, the chest, the heart, and then walk yourself to the left a bit. Feel free to drop down if you need to. Good. While we're seated like this, you can easily, I'm just gonna face away from you just so you can see the legs will go right into a mermaid pose. Reach your arms out, drop your right hand down, lean all the way over. Just let that side body get space. Left hand can come down. Just do that one more time. Good, and now that you got the idea, I'm gonna flip around and we'll switch our legs to the other side. Sit up super tall, drop that right arm down, lean over, and let's do this mermaid. Stretch a couple times. Feeling those ribs get space, the obliques. Good, and then we will end by laying down on our backs. And let's make the transition really clean. So kick those legs straight out, sit up super tall. Really root down through your legs, your inner thighs. Scoop that tailbone under and bone by bone begin to peel yourself down. Rooting down through those legs, those heels, taking it slow until your head hits the mat, the arms can rest, let your legs fall apart. Final rest. Just let the weight of your body melt into the floor. As you exhale, let all of the tension that was just built up fade away. Checking back in with the voices that came up today. Knowing they're there for a reason, trying to protect us. When you take these voices through the meditation of the week, you'll really be able to get clear about what you're ready to let go of as you step into the next highest version of you. You've built incredible stabilization through this workout. Definitely took it to the edge, so be grateful for that. Last deep breath, fill all the way up. And just let that out of your mouth, sigh it out. And slowly bend one knee. And then the next. I'm gonna hug my knees in tight to my chest. Rock side to side. You might feel like you would like to kick one leg up and stretch the hamstring out a little bit. And then switch sides. Good. Thank you so much for joining me. That was killer. I'll see you next time.